Hey guys, just gonna be a video about taking apart, rebuilding, and cleaning a motorcycle carburetor. This is off of a 1972 Honda CB350. First thing we're gonna do is take off the top cover. Alright, next you're going to take out the diaphragm return spring and pull out the whole diaphragm assembly. You'll see it, there's a needle, and just set that aside for now. Alright, now we're going to flip the carburetor over and we're going to remove the 4 screws holding on the float bowl. And before I take off the float bowl, I'm going to put some paper towels down because some gas will probably leak out. As you can see, the float bowl's pretty disgusting. That's probably why why the carburetor's gunked up. Alright, so usually you want to be pretty careful about removing the jets, but I'm gonna have to replace them all anyway, so you don't have to be as worried about it if you're gonna replace them. Alright, so now we're gonna remove the primary main jet and the secondary main jet, and usually a good way to do it is just stick something down in here and push out the jets that are accessible through here. And only do this if you're planning on replacing the jets, because it's gonna make the jets unusable. But in this case, they're all so dirty and messed up that I have to replace them. So. Alright, so at this point we've removed these 4 jets. We have the primary jet, secondary main jet, the needle jet, and the primary jet holder, and they came out of here. And also we removed this jet, which is the slow jet, which is from this 3rd hole on the side here. And then the bigger hole is for the secondary main jet, and the smaller hole is for the primary main jet. And then the needle jet goes under the secondary main jet, and the primary main jet holder goes under the main jet in the smaller hole. Alright, so now we're going to remove the float needle valve, which is this, which is what controls which is what the float pushes up and down. Alright, so that's the float needle valve. Alright, next we're going to remove the idle mixture screw, which is right here, and there will also be a spring in there that you want to pull out. So that's the idle mixture screw, and then the spring is right there. Alright, at this point you have most of the major components of the carburetor part, so I like to, before we put it in the carburetor cleaner, I like to just try to scrape off as much of the residue or whatever off before I put it into the carburetor cleaner. So I just like to get a flathead screwdriver, and I mean, don't scrape too hard so you don't damage anything, but it should come off pretty easily. And then just kind of clean that out. And once you've gotten as much out as you can in this, you can do the same with the float bowl. And then one last step is just to remove this drain plug. And then once you've gotten out as much as you can, you're ready to use the carburetor cleaner. This is what carburetor cleaner looks like. You can also get a spray, but I like this because you can completely submerge it and it's a little less hands-on. So what you want to do is just follow the directions on the can. Usually you have to soak it for about half an hour, but usually you have to do more than one go just because you can't fit everything in the basket at the same time, but it's pretty easy to do. Alright, so first time I'm going to put the float bowl, the drain plug, I'm also going to put the float and the pin for the float in at this time too. And then so next time all I'll do is put the body in. And then just set the timer for whatever the can says. I think this one's 25 minutes. So just wait and